Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. As you can see guys, we have moved into September 1 and we are, well, we've got to start with the dairy work. And yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now. As you can see, I've also fitted a rear hitch to the back of this trailer on the mod, which is there, lovely jubbly. And yeah, we can kind of now take all the milk at once, which is originally the plan. So what we've got to do now, we just got to line it all up. 638 litres of buffalo milk. That is slowly on the increase, which is brilliant and good to see. We do have a lot of flour. We've probably got some canola oil and we've got another pallet spawn, guys. So basically what I'm saying is we are very, very close to buying our sunflower field. We have enough money coming in. We have enough money now. If you're wondering why the money has increased between the episodes, it basically what it is we have like sheep, for example. The new baby sheep are born, the sheep field is full, and that's kind of where the extra money in between episodes does come from. Now in between episodes I did buy a new bucket. I don't know if you go back or you remember far enough back, we were having problems filling the bucket from our silo to feed the chickens. We have a 3,000 litre bucket. That doesn't actually work from the silo. So I went off recording yesterday and I basically bought one to test. I thought if it doesn't work, I'll sell it and just put the money back to what it was. But yeah, the default 1,000 litre bucket does take grain from the silo. So that now means we can take, we can feed the chickens easier by just using a bucket, rather than having to fill a trailer for like 850 litres of grain. So I kind of just wanted to explain that, get that kind of out there really, and tell everybody kind of what was going on and going on with that. Now, as I say, we do have to go down to here. We do have 2 pallets of yeah, we do have 2 pallets, and that should be the first one. Lovely. Yeah, 2 pallets. So that's going to be a little bit of money as well. But to be quite honest with you, I think what we need to do right now is we need to buy this land. It only leaves us with about £4,000 left. We do need to get the yield input, the soil information, and that does leave us with very little money in the bank. I'm going to kind of point that one out there as well, and there we go. So we've now got that into there as well. In theory, I do need to come back down here. I just want to double check something actually, because goat milk. We still have goat milk. We came down here about a month ago. It was on the 1st, and we had goat milk. But we now have buffalo milk left over. We now have goat milk. So every month now, we are basically, the dairy's not running dry within 1 month anymore. The new cows and the new buffaloes that now do produce the milk have kind of made things a lot easier. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we need to get some money in the bank, because, well, we haven't really got any, let's be honest. We've got £1,800 in the bank. We've got a pallet of fabric. We need to move the wool over to the spinnery. But today's episode's kind of going to be, yeah, we've got bits we need to do. But we also, need to just get some money back in the bank. We need the money now for a sunflower header, and that only gives us about a month to get it. We'll get it, no problem at all. We've got all the flour. I'm going to presume there's quite a bit of flour there. These tankers are very different. But I'll tell you what, it works well. It really works well. Adding those hitches to the back of these 2 tankers. And the good thing is I renamed the mod so that it doesn't keep coming up on Mod Hub saying, oh, you need to do, you need this, you need this, you need this. If you also notice as well, guys, we do have to deal with our grass as well. I did buy, that reminds me guys, just like I say off recording, we did make quite a bit of extra money actually. We did have to buy 2 silage bales from the shop. I did go and get them and put them in, just because we'd run out. The cows were, you know, they'd run out, or were about to run out. There was something with the cows, and I had to buy 2 silage bales. Now I know that's kind of stuff you've not seen me do, and I had to do it in order to sleep, in order to start on this episode. Whoa. Yeah, just to give you all a little bit of a heads up. So that is our first part of this job done. That is a very, very tight angle for this tractor. There we go. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, guys. We've got that done. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be one of them episodes today, where we just have to get stuff done, really. I'm sure there'll be some people going, oh, but you know, we haven't done much. But you know, this is all the stuff we have to do when we're not actually doing the field work. And we do have a little bit of field work. If you notice, there is some weeds in that field. Not big enough for me to be spraying just yet. We can get away with that next month. Now, in theory, guys, I did technically need to line that field, and I didn't. It's not the end of the world. You know, it did, like I say, it did kind of need liming, but it was only needed liming in places. And to be honest, liming in places was not really working. Was not going to work well for me this month, because we have just got so much we need to do. I'm not sure. I hope my microphone comes through on this, because this windmill's quite loud. Whoa, how much? Yeah, oh my god, this is absolutely crazy. Have you seen how much is coming out of here? Yeah, we're going to make all our money at once rather than throughout the year with a faster process, but you know what? This is ridiculous. I didn't expect quite so much, to be honest. Hopefully this means we can buy a decent sized header. Although I've got to think of the power requirements for the harvester as well, so that's kind of scary. Wow, I genuinely can't get over how much flowers come out of this in a month. But you know, at the end of the day, business is business. And right now, business is booming, guys. Look at this. Business is booming. I don't even know if it's the best price. I don't need it to be the best price. I just need to sell it. And now we haven't even gone down to the dairy. We haven't even gone down to the dairy yet. That's really, really, really scary. Is the fact we haven't even gone down to the dairy yet. Wow. 12,000 litres of flour. 1,000 litre of fabric. Whoa, we're very tippy here. And 2,000 litres of canola oil. Wow. We've got 1,000 litre of butter and 1,000 litre of some kind of bottled milk down at the dairy. Now, if you're wondering what we're doing and why I haven't gone to the dairy first, I need to deliver the goat's milk on the 1st of every month to the dairy, and I need this trailer to do that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go here, we're going to sell this, we'll then pick up the go to the sheep, pick up the goat's milk, and then we're going to kind of work our way back, and then we'll bring the wool back on the way back, because we do need to put some wool in our thing. Are you ready for this? 30 grand. I'm telling you now, 30 grand. Oh, it wasn't 30 grand. It was 25,000 pounds. That is really good though still. That is still really good. Okay, it wasn't the 30 grand I was thinking. I'm thinking of best prices, clearly. But yeah, as you can see, we have got a lot. We've got a lot of income already. We have our new sunflower. The farm has got a sunflower field. That is brilliant, to be quite honest with you. I did ask a question in the last episode on if we should, I've just come in here and I didn't mean to, if we should add a new sell point for wool. You know, one just over the road, I was talking about like a sell anything kind of sell point. Obviously, I'm recording this episode earlier than usual. The other episode has only just gone live like 5-10 minutes ago. Like I say, I've got quite a busy day today, IRL, so I've kind of got on with this video early. It's either that or there was no video, as daft as it sounds. And if you're wondering, yes, we do have a little bit of field work with the grass baling. I will get the grass baling done. I just want to get all this done so that then I can like do a time lapse towards the end for like the grass baling and stuff. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4.5 pallets of wool. So that's going to be about another 4,500 litres. Well, it is going to be 4,500 litres of wool to go into our spinnery. On the 1st of every month, we put the wool in the spinnery, and on the 2nd of every month, we put the wool into the sell point. That's just how it works. Like I said, this field here does need ploughing. Could technically start with that. But I've now got 2 fields that need liming. No, we don't. We've now got 2 fields that need fertilising. That's why I wanted to just crack on first thing today and get the sunflower field bought. The fact we've got that sunflower field, the flower's unreal. Like I say, we will eventually run out of ingredients for the flower, and that's fine. You know, we're going to process it quickly and get the money quickly, but then we'll have the rest of the year where we don't have it. So, you know, we're not really thinking wisely on what to do with the income, but we had to buy the field. And there we go, that's another basically 500 litres of wool. That is 1 pack of butter. We knew this was nearly ready. We knew this in the last episode. There might be something spawn ready for next month, but right now it doesn't look like it. It's about halfway to a pallet on a couple of different things. These pallets technically spawned last month, it's just it was at the end of it. We were going all this way for 2 pallets last month, but we did do it today because we had to come back down with the goat's milk. And we needed the trailer for the goat's milk, so that's kind of why we did it. But yeah, this is a very productive style episode, based around our businesses. When I say we'll get the baling done for the grass soon, but we might have to start looking at a new grass field, because the grass silage we did last year didn't last, and in theory this year there's less because we didn't lime the field, we didn't fertilise the field. So yeah, there is technically less on the grass field this year, so we do have to be careful with that. But I do not want to be getting a second grass field, not at all. And sunflowers do look lovely. Let's just have a little look. Yeah, it's not limed and it's not fertilised, so the yield from them sunflowers is going to be terrible. We might look at renting a sunflower header, because I don't think sunflowers is going to be something we do. I'm thinking something like a wheat or a barley, but you know, something we can get a little bit of straw from. I don't mind canola. Like I said, we can make the canola oil out of that. Very driving day today. I feel bad when we don't do much farm work, but these episodes have to be done. I could technically put the sell point on to just sell, and then the money comes gradually in, but we have the months where we can do this, so I don't see the harm. Our problem is we've got to drive all that way soon with you know, next month with the wool again. That's the one bit that annoys me actually. Then there we go. That is another 3,000. There's another 3,200 quid and change. There we go. That is absolutely fantastic. £30,000 in the bank already. That's just crazy money, crazy money. I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I was thinking, guys, just to give you all a little bit of a heads up, might just crash a little bit because share the cache, I haven't done this menu since. If I go on to sell point, I'm talking like this little sell point here, and I'm literally just talking about like putting a sell point like here. That's all I'm talking, you know, put it that way. That way we've got somewhere local to take the wool. That's all. It saves driving across the map. I kind of feel like I want to sell some extra sheep and get some more adult goats in. But the problem is the capacity for goat milk is only £1,500. That is not a lot. And it doesn't process very fast. Although saying that, if we turn on more goat product, goat milk product, we might actually use more of it. And all this is for the spinnery. Come on. Come on, little sheep. Oh no, there's more. There's more wool there than I thought. I thought that was a single pallet. Yeah, this is definitely enough wool for the month. We only process about 6,000 litres a month into the spinnery. And there is 4,000. There is 5,000. And there is a little bit more. 5,784 litres. This will all go in the spinnery. That's at least 1 month. What's in the spinnery now? That might be more than a month's worth of wool. Which is good because it means then next month we can sell wool. And we can probably sell wool after that as well. But I'm trying to do this kind of work on the 1st of every month. 1st of October, 1st of November might be a bit different because, well, we've got some harvesting to do soon, and we've got quite a bit of it to do. There we go. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. We've nearly got another flour and canola already. Right, this should drop. There we go. That is all done there. So let's get into the Ford. We're going to drive the Ford for once. We don't drive the Ford very often. And yeah, we're going to start doing our little bit of baling. I say we will get round to it. We've got to bale it, we've got to wrap it. Quite a busy day. I tell you what we might do actually. I'm gonna be I might need to use the Massey for this. We need to fertilise the sunflower field. Yeah, this is the bucket I was talking about, guys. I had to go and buy this so we could we could get a bit of grain. Otherwise I had to use the trailer, and obviously, as you can imagine, the trailer was full. Coming away, I'm in such a good mood today. It is just, the farm is just coming along leaps and bounds at the moment. It's absolutely amazing. Genuinely couldn't be happier with how the farm is working. Yeah, sorry about that. Accidentally pressed the button on my stream deck, which is for something else on the OBS side of things. I didn't mean to press it. I was trying to reach for a quick drink. I've got a very clammy throat today, which is another reason I wanted to get this video done early while I was still feeling good, because if I start feeling dreadful, I didn't want to then have to be sounding all croaky down a microphone. As you can see, we have got quite a bit of fertilising to do. The rain works well for me right now. Nice. This will just boost the yield ever so slightly on this field. Like I say, it's a bigger field than you think. I do just want to point that out, guys. This is a bigger field than you think. Might take a while to harvest this. We are going to run out of fertilizer. Good job I got some more already at the shop, but this is why we needed money today. And if you're wondering, oh, I haven't done my time lapse yet, like I say, it might be a slightly longer episode than planned. I just want to get this fertilized, and then I kind of want to do the grass work as our time lapse this month. That is looking great. Like I said, I knew the Massey had the thin tyres. We started with this tractor with thin tyres for this kind of work. I can't believe we bought it. I genuinely can't believe we've already got it. I didn't plan on getting it quite so early. I'll tell you what we might do actually. We might just make an absolute mountain out of this. And do this. Slurry is the best for this field, guys, but I kind of want to put slurry on our other big field after we've ploughed it up. So that's kind of why I don't mind spending a bit of money this year. We saved a lot of money last year on the fertilizing. This also doesn't take a lot of fertilizer, but like 35 kilograms per hectare. So yeah, it really doesn't take a lot. If I basically just do headlands to all these fields, okay, this should have been maybe a job we did in a time lapse. This is taking quite a while, to be fair. We shouldn't be bailing in the rain anyway, so that's another reason why I kind of wanted to just do this rather than just jump into the grass. The minute it started raining, it was like, yeah, no. I don't know where the spray point is on this field. There it is. Somewhere around here. We're about to run out anyway. It doesn't surprise me. And there we go. We have run out of that fertilizer. So we'll go get some more. I say we do already have a little bit in the shop car park. Maybe the grass baling is going to have to be done next episode. We're still in September. I just want to confirm something before we really cock up today. That's planting. That's planting. What have we got in sunflowers is... Yeah, sunflowers is October. Sugar beet is October. I just wanted to confirm that our new crops were we're in for next month rather than this month. I did really just want to confirm that, and I was right. Yeah, we have bought the land we were wanting to buy on this series. The only thing I want to do now is I maybe want to look at the grass field at the bottom. I don't know if it'll be doable. Just to give you a heads up, we could maybe look at field 88. That could be... That's a big ass grass field, to be fair. This should take all of that. There we go. We've got 2,000 litres now. And we've got quite a lot of work to do for this 2,000 litres. Let me just go to that menu. There we go. Yeah, guys, I'm glad everyone who is liking the series is still pressing that like button, guys. And like I've said a few times, it is a bit of a long-winded series. I've enjoyed making it a longer series than I anticipated. I thought maybe this was going to be maybe 50 episodes at the most, of maybe 2 or 3 years in the map. I didn't technically plan on it being quite so long. But the reason why it has been quite so long is because my only other map I want to play at the moment is the Northern Coast. I think it's, yeah, Northern Coast, yeah, something like that. And right now, if I was to play that, I'd have nothing. I do want to come back with some live streams, you see, that's the problem. And I'm trying to save a map for doing some live streams. But the problem is at the moment is live streams are not possible at the moment. But then obviously, for example, let's just say I wake up tomorrow and live streams are now possible. I then wouldn't have a map to play on live stream. So this is why I've been trying to keep a map in hand. I know there are some new maps almost ready with some other modders that are looking absolutely brilliant, by the way. One is another French map, and I think if we play this map until that new French map comes out, I think that would be a good way to bring this series to an end, because we can be like, yeah, but we're staying in the region, we're just changing the area. And I think that might be a good way of doing it, to be honest. We have nearly used all that fertilizer. That sunflower field is very, very bad. Oh, it was. Right, okay, so that is definitely I've got to fertilise the bit of grass in between our fields. That really does suck. Right, I've got to try and stay on this field a little bit so the sensors work. I am kind of jumping between two fields here. Shouldn't really do it like this. There we go. We have just got both of those fields done. Now this is, yeah, this needs a, really? I said bad. I can't understand what's wrong with these sensors at the moment and things on this game, because like these fields are not perfectly coloured. I always remember on FS22 the field's been like perfectly coloured. This big bit of red down here is no longer a field, so that doesn't really matter. We've got one more pallet of yeah, that kind of looked really well. Yeah, it definitely wanted liming, but I don't think we can lime it now. I think we're too far into this. We do technically need to weed it. So right now we're getting a 92% expected yield. We're gonna lose a little bit because we haven't ploughed it. We could technically spray it with some actually, yeah, we could. We could spray it with some herbicide. We do have a little bit of herbicide in the tanker. That would be something good. Our tanker does have narrow tyres on. I am just looking into the tyre situation. That has definitely got narrows on. And the question is, I suppose, is how much is in? Oh, there's enough in there to do this. I'll tell you what then, guys. Let's just quickly bob through this field. Get this herbicide. So I haven't done the job I wanted to do, but it has rained. Today. I wanted to get this grass done. We haven't got the grass done, but it's done nothing but rain. But our productions are up and running for another month. They've got milk, they've got wool. Okay, I went in there too quickly and forgot to turn the machine on. And away we go. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how much this yield is going to benefit from this, but at the end of the day we've done it. And now I know it is only a partial weeds. We could weed that other field while we're at it, to be honest. We have got this seeder this out at the moment, and I just put the steering assist on. I just want to put on one headland just so we can looking good. We're not going to waste any. I can't see the weeds to kill, you see, that's the problem. And yeah, I'm kind of gutted now because I kind of should have I should have time-lapsed this field. I didn't plan on doing this. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't plan on doing this. We just had enough herbicide to do it, so I've kind of done it. Oh, the mass is really struggling pulling this up here. Yeah, we won't do that field today. We are what I will call over recording time anyway today. Time-lapse engine would have been good. Like I say, I was going to time-lapse the grass. We just didn't get the grass done today. Come on, come on. I'm making a real pig's ear out of this. It's maybe time to invest in a non-tankered herbicide. That's maybe the way we need to be looking at this now. Non-tankered herbicide. No, a non-trailed one, sorry, not a tanker. We need a one without wheels. It would make this so much easier for me when I'm struggling to do this. Right, go down there, little tractor. Let's get this done. This field may take a while to harvest, and it needs harvesting at the exact same time. We might need to look at a second trailer. it needs harvesting at the exact same time as our root crop, but our root crop field has to also take priority. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably get cosplay harvesting both, and we'll start trying to jump between the two with the trailers. We'll have the Ford do one, we'll have the Ford doing the sunflowers. It doesn't have as far to travel, and then we can rent a bigger trailer for the month, and when it comes to harvesting, and then if we do it that way, we can try and keep the farm going at optimal optimal speed and efficiency. Yeah, this field has taken like 5 minutes longer than I thought. We haven't even done a headland, it's been 5 minutes. Definitely need to get a herbicide that can go on the 3-point rather than being a trailed one. Well, that officially is a headland done. Well, not quite, but it really is very, very close to being a headland completed. Right, I've got a question. Do these poles in the middle of this field have collisions? If they do, they're going to cause a problem for cosplay. And as you can see, that is one headland done. Is this actually benefiting? Right, so weeding, just want to point this out guys, herbiciding is only giving me 4%. Just want to point out 4% on yield. Now in theory, a field this big, 4% is a lot. Come on. Gotta go all the way to the top of this field. This is really strange. I feel like something's amiss with this. This is where waste comes in. We are going to be getting rid of the rain anytime now, but I'm going to have to leave this episode here, guys, because, well, to be quite honest, I've just massively run out of time, and yeah, there's no time lapses in this episode, and that is well over what I call my recording limit, and yeah, I'm very disappointed that I didn't get this field finished on recording. I can finish it off recording, that's not a problem. But I'm very disappointed that I didn't get it done on the recording. So in the next episode, this field will be finished because I'm not going to stop doing it. It's just I wish I'd have done it in a time lapse. That's the problem. But I didn't, and that is my own fault. So for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, we will be herbiciding. We will be grass baling as long as it's not raining. We will be out of cow feed again. I'm not buying any more cow feed. You know, we need to get on with our own, and that's going to take 2 months as well to process. As I say, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you are still enjoying the series, I do appreciate everybody who comments. And until the next episode, guys, I'll see you all later on. Bye for now.